When I told our Igbo brothers to join their Yoruba brothers on their Yoruba Nation self-determination rally in the UK, most of them declined and refused and said that their Yoruba brothers have not shown that they need cooperation or they should be trusted in so many areas. I understand why people are not really wanting to cooperate with the Yoruba Nation self-determination movement. Many reasons. And one of the reasons are the Yoruba Ronu and the Yoruba conservatives that have shown a kind of character in the past when dealing with the Igbo people. One incident that I will never forget throughout my lifetime until I die is the incident of Dr. Chinelo Mba. Dr. Chinelo Mba was an Igbo medical doctor working in northern Nigeria. She was killed by Fulani Boko Haram terrorists in the north. Remember that train accident whereby many people were shot and killed and kidnapped? Abuja Kaduna train incident. Now she cried out on Twitter for help that she had been shot. Many Yoruba Ronu descended on the comment. Many Yoruba Ronu replied to her comment. And when you look at the replies, it will further tell you the reason why we cannot be together as a country. It was I never knew that some human beings were that heartless, or they hated the Igbo man so bad. It was so bad. Now, they said she was lying when she said she was shot. Many people said she was lying. Some of them that made that statement then, some of them are working with the government. If you see these screenshots, you see and understand what I'm saying. Some of them are currently working with the government. When I tell you that Tinubu's government officially has carried out attacks on the Igbo people, and there is this tribal bigotry on the Igbo people from persons in Tinubu's government, would you say it is a lie? Not all Yoruba persons are bad, but this Yoruba Ronu, I said bigotry is a demon, it's a demonic thing, and it is found in the Yoruba Ronu of our days, of today. The hatred they have for the Igbos is unprecedented. This young lady was serving the country called Nigeria. She was working in the north. She took that train to Abuja. On the road, she was shot. She was asking for help from Nigerians. I've been shot, please alert the authorities. Nigerians, same Nigerians from Yoruba extraction, we are mocking her. We're asking her all sort of questions. Are you sure you are being shot? If you are being shot, you wouldn't be tweeting. Look at what some human beings were saying. When some of us stand up and make broadcasts about how we need to change the system, we understand what we're saying. That young lady was being attacked. Instead of some people to show remorse, I understand the fact. There's a fact I understand, that they don't believe that anything that is being reported might be true. They never believed that that attack was true. They believe that she was making that up. They believe that she was not giving them the right information. Let me give them the benefit of doubt that some of them believe that she was making, like it was a fake news. She was not telling them the truth. You know why they believe? Because that is what most of them does. You see, when a thief does not believe anybody, it's because he believes that he as a thief behaves like that. They are purveyor of propaganda, fake news. So anything coming from any other person, their first stop at asserting that information is fake news, because they equally would do such a thing. So they believe that Dr. Chinelo Mba was carrying fake news, was not telling them the truth, was not telling Nigerians the truth. They never believed that she was shot. That's why most of them were saying what they said. But having said that, when you heard that there's an incident, and she was not the only one tweeting, there's an incident there, Why not give this lady the benefit of doubt? And my prayers are for you. Then at the end of the day, you confirm. But because there's evil in the hearts of these people, because there's hatred in the hearts of these people, there's a preempted, there's something in them. They don't want to know whether God save us. These persons are not doctors. This kind of Yoruba Ronu, they are not doctors. Because they can intentionally want to kill people that they hate at the hospitals. Unlike you have the Fulani Boko Haram terrorists that has been inculcated into the Nigerian army. You post them to the southeast, and because of their hatred for the Nyamiri and for the fact that the Nyamiri refused to allow them bring in Islamic fundamentalism into the southeast, the opportunity they have as a soldier, every opportunity they have, they want to kill. That is the same thing with the Yoruba Ronu. I call them terrorists. These people are not human beings at all. So I'm not surprised when our brothers say we are not going to join Yoruba Ronu for any movement or any rally. I understand. But having said that, I will never forget this incident. And I see these people tweeting on Twitter, online, on social media. I see them and I look at their comments and I wonder, is this going to be a better place for us as human beings? The wickedness in the heart of human beings. If you think I'm lying, I'll be reading some of the things that they said. Now, her last statement was, I have been shot, pray for me. Her last tweet, before they killed this young lady, I don't know, before they ended the life of this promising young daughter. They were calling her Igbo. Both the Yorubas and Northerners. The Northerners brought insecurity in this country. Your Northerners, she went to serve in the north. She went to serve as a doctor helping Northerners. You'll be surprised that most hospitals that we have, not even in the southeast, in both the southwest and the north, most of these hospitals, you have Igbo people helping lives, saving lives in these hospitals. But the Northerners, with their backwardness, with their backward nature, with their system of government that is against development, with all the burden, all the setback they have brought to Nigeria through underdevelopment, unproductiveness, insecurity. They were mocking a young lady that was serving Nigeria. Is it motherland or fatherland? I don't know which I will call. You mocked the lady. She said, pray for me, I've been shot. But you're asking us stupid questions, foolish questions. Because you people are evil. I'm not saying everybody. I know not all Northerners. I've been with some Northerners. I will never fall for that all Northerners are evil. I'm talking directly to the people that wants to tarnish the image of a certain tribe. Want to tarnish. You see what the Yoruba Ronu would do to this Yoruba Ronu. At the end of the day, they were banned before. Yes. At the end of the day, these guys should be called terrorists. Terrorists. If you look at the picture of this young lady, you understand the evil. The evil. Now let me read some of the tweets. I might not post it out for you to see, but somebody said, you are shot and you can still tweet. Which part of the body were you shot? That is Ogunlana Oluwaseyi. Say, Chinelo, why have you loved lies this much? I told you that some of these guys never believed that she was shot. So they were playing with death. The death of a young... You know what it means to be a doctor? The parents, imagine what the parents would have been going through. Sponsoring this young lady to school. Doctor. The investment her parents will have invested in her. At the end of the day, for Nigerians to mock the death of this young lady. They were even telling the person that they need to delete their tweet. They were advising this Ogunlana Oluwaseyi to delete his tweet on this young lady. Posh Mama also says, your shot isn't serious, otherwise You will be asking us to call the army, not pray for you. That's another Yoruba Ronu. Your shot isn't serious. Otherwise, you'll be asking. And ABD also says, you are shot and you can tweet. Please help us with the pictures of your gunshot. Please help us with the pictures of your gunshot wounds. But seriously speaking, where are you traveling? Is it to Biafra through Kaduna or what? You can see that hatred for Biafra or Biafrans. This one is Ishiaka. His name is ABD. Look at his face. Where are you traveling? Seriously speaking, where are you traveling? Give us the pictures of your gunshot and wounds. Where are you traveling? Is it Biafra? Are you traveling from Kaduna to Biafra or to Abuja through Kaduna or what? Then a certain Woye, if you know Woye, he's a popular guy. I think he's a popular guy. He was laughing. He was laughing. These are some of the things you see. Then the worst one that got me shocked. I was shocked when I saw this. His name is Abolore. He says, are you dead now? Somebody saying, I'm in the train. I've been shot. Please pray for me. The guy was asking these questions. Are you dead now? So these are the people we find ourselves with. Some people even retweeted. Dr. Tipo Awojide also retweeted. You know, when a post, somebody like this posh mama, what she said, your shot isn't serious. Otherwise, you'll be asking us to call the army, not pray for you. Some persons retweeted, and these persons are influential people that come online to tell people on how they should live their lives. These are role models to some people. These are people that come to tell you, and most of them go to church. I know the intention wasn't, they never believed. They never believed that this young lady was saying the truth. Let me give them that benefit of doubt. But yet, that is not all the tweets. I'm giving a soft landing for those other people. But how would you play with somebody who is making that statement? How will you play with the life of a young lady who is making that statement? In such a situation, would you be so where you are seeing gun flying up and down? What chance would you have? Or are you in that situation? Do you know what's happening then? Do you know what it means that you are facing attack? A young lady, so petite, facing attack from Fulani Janjaweed terrorists in Kaduna, Abuja. That route, your mind, you will not be settled. All you need is help. You are giving a lady instructions that you should take pictures of the gunshot or wounds. Are you traveling from Kaduna to Biafra or what? Look at the kind of people we have. Showore has also said it, that the hatred these people have for the Biafran is in their blood. The more reason why Nigeria will never get to its destination until they pacify, until you apologize. Some of these people that you have shown immense hatred, that have lost their lives, not only Igbos, both Yorubas and Hausas. The leadership have, you know, Nigeria is a religious nation. Until the leadership come out and turn themselves in for God to punish, Nigeria will never get to where it's desired to. If I'm saying Nigeria, you see, some people believe that the country is going to get better. Your life, your family, they will get better. There are some countries that are not okay now, but there are some people in it. They are building houses, even as Nigeria is as bad as you think it is. Some people just like Nigeria, they are not having any affiliation with the government. They are not working in the government. They don't have anything to do with anything. But the economy is favoring them big time. I know people that it is under this Tinubu's regime that they started doing well. They started doing fine under this Tinubu's regime. So this is what we are talking about. My brothers refusing to join the Yoruba Nation self-determination movement is one of these reasons. And we have seen head-on, we are being confronted. Omo now, Omo Igbo, this, that, go back to your this, blah, blah. the hatred is just visible. That's why we are calling. Please, let's join hands. Make sure that we get a country that will serve our needs, because some of our young people, they never experienced the war. They were not there when these things were happening within the Awolowo, Akintola, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Tafawa Balewa, and the rest. They were not there. Some of them that were there, they were very, very like children, maybe 2, 3, 4 years. They were very, very, very small. Some of them that were there. But look at the kind of hatred. Even those ones that were there, they never had the kind of hatred we are having today. After the Biafra War, some people in the Southwest were calling on the Southeasterners to come back to Lagos, to the Southwest, and claim their properties and continue with the society. Do you think that if there was a war and something like that happened, do you think that these current people in the Southwest will call you back as an Igbo man? If eventually maybe there was a war broke out, Igbos left most of their properties and went back to Biafra. Do you think that with the kind of people we have, the Yoruba Ronu, the evil people we have today, in their millions, and these are people, they go to church, these are people that they clap hands, they have positions, some of them are pastors. Do you think that they will have the heart to tell you to come back, like those of those days, come back and claim your properties? It's even worse now. The hatred is even worse, much more worse than we can ever imagine. And we can sense the atmosphere, we can sense it. We are much more wiser now. We have understood their propaganda, we have understood their lies, we have understood the hatred they have for the Igbo man. But irrespective of that, it is in all this that we will rise. We will rise. You see, in these tribulations, in these persecutions, the Igbo man gets more flourishing. He rises above all the hatred. That's what we're going to do, and that's what we are doing. It's even good for us, because I feel an Igbo man does better when he's being when the hatred is so much on him. An Igbo man does better when the jealousy is so much on him. And some of these people are in government today. Can you imagine that kind of hatred? Some of these people have not apologized, and some of them, if they are apologizing over the death of that young lady, they'll be apologizing from one side of their mouths, wanting to claim that they are not innocent, or they thought that the lady was lying. My guy, if you want to apologize for yourself and for your conscience. Don't apologize for anybody. You owe nobody apology. You owe your God, and they swear that we eventually catch you apology. Because wherever you sow, this life is, if you go outside, you plant something, it germinates. You say something, it will eventually germinate. Nobody needs to pray for you. Nobody needs to pray for you now. Nobody. If you do something, there are repercussions for it now. If you still, maybe the government does not attack or arrest you, or the court does not convict you because you stole, there's always a repercussion. Maybe not in your generation, or in some things you will experience that you will not live a normal life that you're supposed to live. It takes something away from you. For those that mocked Dr. Chinelo, we are remembering her today, remembering how the Nigerian society neglected one of their own, in quotes, and showed so much, showered so much hatred on her. We remember her today, and she's an Igbo person, she's a Biafran. We remember her death, and we are saying that she should rest in peace. And for those that have said all sort of things against her, many people might be very, very, might be skeptical. Or your mind might be, your conscience. You need to apologize for yourself. Don't apologize to anybody. For yourself, to relieve yourself of that guilt. But if you still believe that there's no guilt, you see, somebody believe that karma does not. The way karma pay people, it pays generations. Some people just receive straight bullet from their father committed something, but the children and their generations receive stray bullets. Mocking the death of Dr. Chinelo, you would never ever escape it. It is unescapable. In Anu, Shetigbo, it is unescapable. Both those Yoruba Ronus and the Northerners that all joined their hands together to mock this young lady, it is unescapable. So when we tell you one of the reasons, most of our fathers that tell us about the Biafran war, they are very insistent on the Biafra, because when they saw the killings, some of them witnessed the killings, and it's even clearer. It's just like yesterday when they tell us these stories about how the Nigerian government have been killing Igbos. So the hatred for still belonging to Nigeria is still in their hearts because of the atrocities committed. And this one that just happened is an example, is a perfect example of how people can be heartless, how people can just hate it. I told you, CNG Conversion, go and check. We have one in Abia, we have one in Imo. They are not active. But when you go to Lagos and other places, active people are going active. It's just so active. Everybody is just going to convert. But in the southeast, the whole of southeast, the governors are not speaking. The House of Rep members are not speaking. The senators are not speaking. If I see any senator in my village, if I see my House of Rep member in my village, if they don't stone him, I will ask him that question. Where are you? They refuse to put CNG Conversion Center in Abia State. And you are coming down here to do what? Are you crazy? Are you okay? We are giving them this assignment to make sure that the Southeast has these conversion centers. They have this gas. They are the ones that have this gas that these conversion centers will use in all of Nigeria. But yet you don't want to cite. NLNG is in Lagos. But you cannot cite the headquarters of NLNG where you get most of the gas from. What are you afraid of? The Southeast is safe. It is you that have committed atrocities on these people that are having your conscience may be pricking you, or you're afraid that there may be reprisals on you. Same with what is happening and what has happened to Dr. Chinelo Mba. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Amen.